Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today, we're diving into the latest whirlwind episode of My Demon. Buckle up, because things are heating up. First off, the photo booth kiss has worked its peculiar magic, and Do Kyung retreats, blissfully unaware. Meanwhile, Guwon's literal magic is in serious disarray. No Suknieo, the enigmatic homeless woman, describes it as flickering. Guwon's convinced he's figured out the cause, his beloved spouse, but not to worry, he's not placing any blame. It's just a bit of a nuisance. Or at least that's what he tells himself as he dodges a call from his butler. Guwon's moving in with what seems like a century's worth of possessions, courtesy of his butler Bokyu. And Dohee? She's not having any of it. She promptly kicks Guwon and his mountain of boxes out, though not before handing him a cup of coffee. Guwon, unperturbed, decides to live in his car and spends hours Googling himself. All the while, Do-hee vents to an imaginary Madame Ju about the struggles of married life. But it's not just Guwon and Do-hee who are tangled in a mess. Ga-young, in a fit of tears and torn tights, is wandering the city. Flashback alert. We see her as a child, hiding barefoot in the snow from her abusive father. Just as he's about to corner her, our demon shows up to take her father's soul. Young Ga-young desperately clings to Guwon's jacket, begging to go with him. Fast forward years later, and her sad puppy dog eyes start making a lot more sense. As Ga-young faces harassment from a drunk, our demonic protector swoops in once again. Back at Sunwall, she demands to know if Guwon's marriage is real or fake. Guwon, ever the master of avoidance, insists it's all an act. That night, Guwon returns home to a perfectly timed jump scare from Do-hee. And what do you know? They end up sharing a bed, both pretending not to be utterly flustered. Do-hee insists she can't sleep with someone next to her, while Guwon counters that demons don't sleep either. Despite their protests, they both end up fast asleep. Guwon wakes up first, sneaking glances at a sleeping Do-hee. When they both open their eyes at the same time, the intensity of their gaze says it all. But before they can dwell on their feelings, Secretary Shin calls with alarming news. A viral video has accused Do-hee of murdering Madame Ju. Enter Sukmin, who's been waiting to make his move. Do-hee confronts him directly at his shooting range, accusing him of having a warped sense of wedding gifts. Sukmin, unfazed, points a rifle at her, but Do-hee is undeterred and turns away, the bullet missing her as she walks out. It's time for them to fight back, and Do-hee declares, "We have a war to win." The action continues as they corner the reporter who started the rumors. After some demonic intimidation, he cracks. Meanwhile, Seok-hoon has uncovered a photo from 1977 of Guwon looking ageless. His conclusion? Guwon must be a vampire. Guwon's not pleased with the mosquito comparison and warns Seok-hoon of the consequences if he harms Do-hee. But wait, there's more. Team Evil, comprising our masked assassin and the sinister mastermind, has bugged Guwon's office and stolen his demonic manual. This doesn't sit well with Do-hee, who was hoping for a guide to understanding her demon husband. As the tension builds, Guwon is at Ga-young's final rehearsal, where he shares a rare, tender smile with Do-hee. However, just as the performance begins, he gets an emergency call. Do-hee has been arrested for Madame Ju's murder. Guwon rushes out, only to be stabbed by a mysterious assailant. With a knife in his chest and blood pouring, he collapses, the face of the attacker hidden behind a mask. And that's a wrap on episode. This show just keeps raising the stakes. If you enjoyed this recap, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a moment of the drama. Until next time, stay tuned for more twists and turns in My Demon.